Hey, all y'all spirits out there. If you remember, not if you remember, but if you watched or if you didn't, I have a series where I turn crystals into paint. And in my part 2, I was doing green opal, and I said that it wasn't a good crystal to turn to paint. But it turns out that I was actually just doing it wrong. Like, I was actually just not even doing it right. I was doing it wrong. So the first part I did was right though. Crushing the crystal into a fine powder. The first part I did was right. Now the next thing I had to do, which I didn't even do, was take a clear glass, take the pigment. I'm actually gonna pour all of them. I made 4 of them. I'm gonna pour all of them into the jar, and I'm gonna pour some water in it and mix it. So I'm gonna show you guys that. Okay, so it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm taking all the pigments that we made in the last video. I'm pouring them into this glass jar, and then I'm going to be pouring the water into the glass jar and making sure all of it kind of like gets all mixed up and well incorporated. Also, I'm not filling the jar up all the way. And guys, when I pour this water, can you guys like see like the dust like leaving the cup? I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Like, you see it? I'm trying to show y'all, but do y'all see what I'm talking about? It's like kind of like just like evaporating out. And now that that's all poured in, I'm just gonna stir it up right now. It's been stirred. I'm going to pour it in another jar. And look at all that sediment in there. Look at all that sediment. And this right here, guys, you can see that thin line right about there. That is the pigment that we have separated. And I'm going to put this in a strainer and I'll show you guys. So I was going to use a coffee strain, but I didn't have one, so I used 2 tea bags. I just took the tea out and I put them together. This is going to strain it for me. I put the tea bags over a cup so I can get the pigment out. I'm going to stir this glass right here. I'm going to stir this glass with the stick, and I'm going to pour it over here and collect the pigment onto this right here. I actually got a new filter because this one was not working for me, and since I didn't have my coffee ground filter, my mom let me use her. She lent me hers, so thank you to her. And you guys go follow her social medias at the Natural Way 365. I want y'all to go follow her. She makes all natural holistic hair care and skincare products, and we are also a farm as well. You can follow us at the Natural Way 365 LLC Farms. Follow us on there as well, and let's continue on to the regular schedule program, I guess. I have it in here like this. It's in here like this, and I'm going to pour it in here now. Got a lot in there that I'm going to scrape out onto here, so let's do that. Okay, so I have some right here, and I also have some in here, and I'm going to let this sit out all night and then like a little bit in the day until it's like all dried up, and we'll see how that turns out. So I'm gonna have to take what's dried up and like scrape it and put it back into the little balls, and yeah. Okay, I am back yet again, and it's been all night and it's been a couple hours in the day, so it should all be dry, and it is. Check this out, guys. Check it out. It's dry. I'm gonna scrape all this off and put it into the mortar to grind this. Now this that's in this jar right here and what's in like well, not in, but on this paper in the filter that I did. Okay, this right here and this right here, these are the pigments. What I had before, when I did my second video, I was all like, all right, I crushed up the rock. These are the pigments, guys. Anything that wasn't even the pigments. I done missed like a whole 2 steps. These are the pigments. So I'm gonna put these into the mortar and I'm gonna crush these into the powder. And then that is the pigment. And then I will show y'all how to turn this pigment into paint. So I know how to turn it into paint now. The first time I did it, it was wrong. I just mixed it with water, mixed it with oil, and I was all like, I'm done. I'm done. It's paint. It's not paint. You actually have to do so much more. So I'm gonna crush this. I'm gonna show you guys me scraping it, crushing it out, and we'll get back to it. Alrighty, guys. Looky. This is the true pigment. I'm going to grind this up. This is the true pigment. I don't know what I was doing earlier. That's all I have to say about that. No other further comments. That's all I have to say. I don't know what I was doing earlier trying to make these pigments. You know, I just wanted to try something without like having to like look it up first. But I'm glad I looked it up afterwards. Like, hey, I was doing it wrong. But I kind of had the process right. I had the first step right. I just didn't know the rest. So I'm gonna grind this up and I'll show you guys later. All right, y'all. So I got the ball. Got the paper. Let's pour it in this. I'm gonna pour it into this. I didn't pour all of it, I only poured half. We still got more to pour, so I'm gonna pour the rest in here. All right, spirits, this is how much pigment we are left with. And in the next video, I'm actually going to be turning this pigment into the paint that we can use. I just wanted to show you guys that I have to remake the pigment. The pigment was wrong, but I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace. And also have a great night or day whenever you watch it.